Some sins are minor, while others are major. Naturally, the major ones are worse. A major sin that a believer should not commit is a serious matter. Now, a major sin is one that has caused more transgression. For example, someone who commits adultery is committing a major sin. Someone who engages in masturbation is also committing a major sin. This is a heavy transgression against the Almighty, and, unfortunately, it is a major sin. It has become a burden that I really can't talk about. In our country, there are other limitations. Some of them are correct, while others are false. The sin of masturbation, which is a major sin, is largely due to the fact that the person avoids the triggering factors. They intentionally stay alone at home, always on the computer, watching those films, and it is clear that they become stimulated. Their state also becomes one of stimulation. Distance yourself and ruin the bridges behind you, and then you'll see these events happen. Stay away from the factors of sin. You sitting in front of the computer, have that pornographic film there, you have a VPN, you can go to that site, see that picture, watch that film. You see, it's like this. Suddenly close the laptop, close the computer, and take a step back. You become the executing factor of that. You know that if you are alone at home, this will happen. Destroy the bridge behind you for sin. You know, if the computer is in the room and no one is around, destroy the computer and take it outside. You want to have a friendship? Then it comes back to haunt you. This is the way it is. A young single man sitting at home, watching these films, looking at these pictures, and using Google for unrelated terms, searching, and other things come up. He sees it and gets stimulated. If he doesn't get stimulated, he is not human. Let me tell you.
They need to go to the doctor.
However, one must stay away from triggering factors. It can lead to temptation. You want to recognize the voice of the devil. It says the voice that brings poetry, a subtle voice that brings poetry. Don't listen. Don't look. This has nothing to do with being single or married. You reach a stage, I swear you can reach it yourself. Don't be afraid. It's definite. It's a satanic act that leads to misguidance. The devil makes you unstable, so you can't go. Don't be afraid. Move forward. Our scholars are neither infallible, nor are our figures like Imam Abbas or Ali Akbar. They reached a stage where they said we don't even think about sin. They told Sheikh Ansari, God, we don't commit sins anymore, but the thought of sin is beyond a person's control. It means that when a thought of sin comes to mind, we stop and think, have you thought about eating your own feces? It makes you feel sick. We can't even think about it. Is this what sins are? Seeing feces is like eating feces. Why? Because the sin, for example, of feces and the ugliness of Zuleika became apparent. Prophet Joseph saw her inner ugliness revealed. The Quran says he praised God. On the other hand, it says to God, what? Praise be to him. God says, my mercy encompasses all. Otherwise, Joseph would have also succumbed there. God's mercy encompasses all. Read the Quran. God helps. He saw the ugliness of Zuleika's actions. The ugliness of betrayal is so bad for this person. He can't see at all. This is how we should reach it. Can this ugliness be created?